Right then, so welcome to our update, episode 2, bit of an update of where we're at with the chassis and the Austin 7 restoration. So don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so already. We've got a few more episodes coming up before this is finished, and it'd be great if you could see how we're getting on with this and see how we progress. So let me show you what we've done so far with the chassis here at my dad's garage. I've also got the petrol tank up at my garage, so I'll show you where we've progressed with refurbing the petrol tank as well. But let's just start off down here. So first of all, we got the engine finally. So the engine's here. The engine wouldn't start at first, so it wouldn't turn over at first. It was jammed up. So we've taken the head off, and it now turns over quite nicely. In fact, we've fitted the starting handle to it as well, which is good. That'll have to come off again, but it's there. We've got a broken distributor cap, got a new one of those on order, we've got new gaskets on order, and good news is that the engine seems to be turning over quite nicely, and obviously no chance of starting it yet, but it's moving quite freely. Everything seems to be moving, so that's good start at least. So we've got the flywheel there, the clutch, we've got gearbox off, and it's all as it should be. So chassis, we've taken all 4 wheels off, and the brakes on all 4 wheels are all good as they're going to get, and they've all been put back together again, and yeah, nothing seized, nothing broke. That all came off and went back together quite nicely, so that's good. And the chassis, well, it was painted years ago, so my son, who's very much into this project, he's painting the chassis again. Particularly a couple of bits were a little bit of rust coming through, so wanted to get those back to black again. So as you can see, it's progressing quite well, and obviously we've got a few bits to do here, including figuring out the carburetor. That'll need a bit of a clean up if nothing else, before this all gets put back together again. So let me take you up to my house and show you how the fuel tank is getting on. Right, and so welcome back to my house. So before I show the fuel tank, just another request. Please like the video if you're liking what you see, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see what we're getting up to. We've got plenty more episodes to come. So and a bit of help and advice in the comments if you've restored an Austin 7 before, then some helpful hints, tips would be greatly appreciated. So let's just show you around the fuel tank and the issues that we've had. So first of all, here's the fuel tank. So really good condition for a fuel tank of this age. This is not the original one for the car. This is one that my friend bought to put on the car when he was thinking of restoring the car himself. So the issues we've had with it, well, we've got a bit of rust inside, to be expected. It's not been used for many years. You can't really see it on the camera, so we're going to give that a wash out with a solution to clear the rust, so that's good. Familiar with how to do that, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So what we've got on the other side, let me show you. So we've got the fuel pickup there, so that's where the fuel goes to the engines. This is mounted at the back of the car underneath the rear seat, and there's a fuel, you can't see it in there, but from there there's a pipe that goes down into a filter, so that's where the fuel comes out of the tank. And then we've got a breather pipe here to release some vapours to the underneath there. That's a brass pipe, that's good. So the issue we've had is with this, we've got the fuel gauge sender unit. So this bolts into here, and we only had 2 bolts. The other 4 were all rusted in place. So we tried freeing them up, we tried spraying them, we've tried heat, we tried drilling through the centres, we tried everything, they just wouldn't move. Unfortunately, they'd been there for a long time and they didn't want to come out. So what we've gone and done is what resulted in us doing is we've drilled out those 4 that you can see. We've drilled those out to 4.2mm. And then we're going to use a 5mm bit, tap-in bit, to put a 5mm thread in there, and then we can use that. And then once, and I've got some 5mm bolts on the way, so, and then we can put those 4 in, screw those in nice and tight, and that'll line it up nicely. And then I'll just drill those remaining 2 out again to 4.2mm and tap them out to 5mm and use 5mm bolts in there. So that will solve that issue. It's not going to be original, it's not going to be standard, but it will get the job done. The fuel sender unit probably don't work anyway, and we'll end up just sticking a stick in the in this, which goes up to the filler cap, which is just out the back of the car. Okay, so there's the fuel tank. We'll get that painted as well. That'll look as sharp as the rest of the car, and we'll be going from there. So don't forget to subscribe. Episode 3 will be coming up, and we'll show you what we're getting on with. Any comments, if you've got any queries or questions of where we're at, what we're doing, then just ask, and we'll hopefully let you know all you need to know. So take care. See you in episode 3.